Imagine being legally free and not knowing it for 2 years.
Sounds like life before marriage. What are you talking about?
What would you feel if someone finally came and told you, you're free? Hello, my Beyond Boundaries FL followers. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever part of the day you are watching or listening to us. Thank you for joining us today. Pedro, how are you?
I'm okay.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I want to say...
It looks like you have something to say.
Two things.
You're like,
Two things I want to say. Mention them before. We got 2 sponsors now.
We're getting
Deluxe Cabinetry and Design here in Florida.
okay.
They're the ones that did the house, as you know. After the fire, we had a fire here. They did the entire house. The fire was contained only in the kitchen, but the smoke damaged everything else. It was that bad of a fire. But
Same as marriage.
They had to do the same thing, throughout the house because it was really that bad. So after 3 years, the insurance finally gave in, and thanks to this company, they renovated the whole house. Floors, walls, and I mean walls, they were ripped down. It was only skeleton and everything else. The whole kitchen, the house is brand new, you could say.
So if you need to change your life, call them.
Yeah, call them. They're phenomenal. They really are. They're not just contractors. They're people that actually educate you and tell you. First, they ask you what is it you want, what would make you happy and stuff like that. And then they work from there. They're really the whole team. They're really great. Husband and wife. You can't say enough about them. They're really nice people. They know what they're doing. They just don't, talk the talk. They also walk the walk, and it speaks for itself. The job they did here, this house is now Alexa smart. On top of that, and
she's going to
I'm
start
having trouble connecting to the internet.
I never connected.
Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Yes, I know. I never connected this one. All of them are connected in the house except this one. I never had a chance.
So, you have Alexa in the bathroom?
Actually, there is.
For cleaning?
No, not for cleaning. Oh. Anyway, to get back, look at the QR code that is on the screen. Mention that we don't get anything of it because we're not asking anything of it. This is just... Wow.
You got a hat.
No, this is not them. This is somebody else. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, they're really good people. I stand behind them because they really show that they do what they say they do. Okay, so get in contact with them if you need anything. It doesn't have to be renovation. It could be anything you want to do to the house. They're worth it.
So it's called Deluxe Cabinetry and Designs.
Yeah.
I guess you will put the information.
They build with care and design with a purpose. Trust me, they stand by that. Also, GBR Public Adjusters. They're the ones that handled our case. These are the people in the hat right there.
Oh, so you got a hat and I didn't?
Yeah, because they like me more. Anyway, so Gigi and her team are great. Okay, you get to know them. They actually care. Okay, literally.
They don't care for me.
They fight for you. Okay,
they didn't fight for mine
because you didn't have a case.
I still need a hat.
Okay. Anyway, excuse me. These people are incredible. They really are. For all that time, they never ever gave up. Okay, they fought for us and they really fought for us to handle this. You can handle things on your own and you're not gonna get what you're worth. Trust me. These people are phenomenal. Again, they're gonna put their information on the screen. Get in contact with them. If you have anything that you even think that might not qualify, call them. In fact, call them because they also give you free inspections of the house with no obligation or anything. They'll tell you if you have something that you need to be taken care of by insurance or not. Okay, they're not just gonna say something just to get something out of it. No, they're clear, honest, and also just like Deluxe Cabinetry and Design, they also educate you. They tell you what's going on and they tell you what to look for. So contact these 2 people. You won't regret it. Now let's get into it.
So June is such a special month because there is so much to celebrate. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
We celebrate Juneteenth on June 19th, a day that reminds us of freedom, hope, and the importance of remembering history. I don't like history, but we celebrate the fathers and father figures in our lives on Father's Day on June 21st. honoring the love, guidance, and sacrifices, some of them, they make for their families. And on June 21st, they made me a correction, we welcome the first day of summer. I don't know, but it's been summer here for a long time. It's been burning our houses like crazy. A season filled with sunshine, family gatherings, vacations, and new adventures. So today we're going to spend a few minutes talking about Juneteenth. You know what it is?
Actually, it's not gonna.
And why do we celebrate it?
I didn't know about Juneteenth until maybe 10 years ago or something like that. I don't know if they started celebrating it before that or whatever. It was like Kwanzaa. I didn't know about Kwanzaa until after. Kwanzaa actually existed in other places except America, where they started adopting it. So Juneteenth, I didn't know about it.
So today we're gonna find a little bit. We're gonna learn a little bit. I'm gonna try not to make it too historical.
How about getting into it? Let's go.
Stop rushing me. He always rushes me. I'm gonna do this one day all by myself. So let's grab whatever coffee, a tea, I don't know, the beer, whatever, and get comfortable, and let's cross boundaries together as we learn and grow and celebrate the blessings of the season. So welcome to Young Boundaries. A long time ago in America, many black people were enslaved. I wonder if there were any white people. Black people were enslaved.
Yeah.
I wonder if there were any white people that were slaves also on that time.
I don't think so.
That means that they were forced to work and were not free to make their own choices, like marriage. During the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln was a good man, declared that enslaved people should be free, but back then, there were no cell phones, no internet, and the news traveled very slowly, like I am talking now. Some people in Texas,
Go on.
Okay, did not hear the news right away. Imagine if your school was canceled, or your classes, not school, because school is always there, but your classes were canceled, and nobody told you for 2 years. And you would keep going to school because you didn't know anything changed. That's what happened to many enslaved people in Texas. They were already supposed to be free, but they didn't know.
But wait a minute. The thing is, though, people always traveled back and forth from Texas to, let's say, Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and back and forth, even to California.
Okay.
So it's how they didn't know for like over 2
Well,
years.
maybe the ones that were traveling were the owners of these slaves, and they preferred to stay shut because they still wanted to be able to not let them do the choices. And maybe the slaves were hearing the gossip, because I can imagine you took some of your slaves, to go buy the stuff and carry it, and they were listening it, but maybe they're still quiet because
So what
they
happened?
were. So then on June 19th, 1865, soldiers arrived and announced the good news. Yo, Pedro, guess what? You're a free man. You are free. People celebrated with joy, prayers, singing, and family gatherings. I wonder, that must have been fun, because these people,
That must have been a party.
they really know how
for
to
days.
celebrate. That day became known as Juneteenth. Today, Juneteenth reminds us that freedom is precious, that every person has value, and that we should treat one another with dignity and respect. What is now being lost. I mean, definitely, people do not respect themselves, no matter what color you are, white, black, purple, blue. No, there's no respect at all. So why Juneteenth? Where did this word come out from?
Yeah, where does it come from?
So Juneteenth is because it's the month of June, and teenth is because it's 19th, and they put it together, Juneteenth. Isn't that
So it's for, okay.
So what does this have to do with Faith Connection? Because we went to church on Sunday, and they said, Friday, the office will be closed. And I'm going like, is this some celebration has to do with Christian or, you know. For Christians, Juneteenth reminds us that God wants people to live in freedom, hope, and dignity, just as God helped his people in difficult times throughout the Bible. We remember that every person is loved by God and deserves to be treated with respect. So in 2021, Juneteenth became a federal holiday in the United States. That means that the government recognized it as an important day in our nation's history. Do we get mail today?
No. It's
Are
not
the
federal.
banks open?
They're not supposed
Oh,
to.
no, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to.
Okay. So that means that government recognizes it as an important day in our nation's history, a day for learning, reflecting, and celebrating freedom, equality, and the progress of our country has made. I wonder if there's any activities out there.
I don't think so. I never heard of any.
Right? Juneteenth is not just about the past. It's also about appreciating the freedoms we have today and remembering that every person deserves dignity, respect, and opportunity.
I wonder. Let me hold over.
Yeah.
I wonder if people
Who
literally take for granted the freedom they have, because if you, I seen Roots, the original done by Alex Haley.
Man,
I don't like the remake. Roots,
I remember that.
the movie Amistad. Okay, and there's another movie. I'll put it on the screen. That was about black slave. And let me tell you, just knowing that you had generations upon generations upon generations, people were born. Well, first, people were taken from the country to become slaves. Their children were born on plantations.
That's horrible.
And died on plantations of old age, okay, being a slave, and then their grandkids also. Imagine all that, and then now, not only because we have African American blood in our, in our blood,
Yes.
because we come from the islands and stuff. We come from Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico, had slaves.
Yep.
In fact, just so you know, fun fact, which is not fun. What happened in the end of slavery? The boats that were on their way back here that didn't get the news, like she said, there was no email, no cell phones, or anything like that. When they stopped in between to come to America, and they were on the islands, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, they were like, "Hey, guess what? There's no need for the slaves." We're like, "What are you talking about? I have a couple of hundred here. What do you mean you don't want to buy them? Slavery's over. Lincoln freedom. So now we're dealing with sugarcane, coffee, and everything else. So you want to get into that? That's fine." But and the captain of the boat be like, "What am I gonna do with these?"
Oh my God.
I don't know. Not my problem.
Don't tell me he threw them in the water.
No.
Jesus.
You just did this. And I'm doing this sarcastically.
I
Okay. Come over here. Stay right here. Don't go. Stay right here. I'll be back. He
And
never
let them
came
get-
back for them. He loaded his boat with, like I said, sugarcane, pineapples, coffee, whatever,
use
to
them.
make up.
Use them to load it up.
To make no. It probably kept
Yeah,
a couple.
because he's gonna
No,
load it
because
up.
no, because he did have what do you call it? A team of sailors and stuff. But he probably kept a couple. Yes, you have a point there to do the job, and then they learn English. This and that, gave them literally jobs, to keep. I'm sure they were not paid the same as his crew, but still. And then that's how we ended up being with some color in our skin and stuff like that, because the slaves that were there with the Taino Indians and stuff, of course, they throughout time they made it, blah blah blah, and that's how we are here. But the thing is, though, imagine you're taking for granted the freedom that you have right now.
I know.
Imagine what these people went through. Now, yes, slavery has been around even in biblical time. We know that. Moses freed the majority of them.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus freed slaves because we were slaves within, not knowing the truth and stuff like that. When Jesus came to give us the truth, and explain how we were supposed to be, so that was a form of slavery too. But just knowing that the freedom you have right now to be able to literally wake up and go scratch your ass if you want to outside the backyard of your house. Yes, I'm being sarcastic in a sense, but get up and just say, you know what? today I'm not gonna go to work. I'm gonna take the day off. I'm gonna go and hang out in the park. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that they do
What?
spend their time free, because some of them do things that are not appropriate and they get locked
end up in prison.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's different. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's a different type of freedom. But yes. So anyway, guys, don't take anything for granted. Not only this, but just anything. Don't take it for granted. Value everything you have. But go ahead, continue.
I'm looking here to see if there are any activities.
Yeah, but finish off what you No, yeah.
Okay, so if someone asks why it became a federal holiday, a simple answer is it became a federal holiday because many people believe this important chapter of America history should be recognized and remembered by the entire nation, not just by the communities that had celebrated it for generations. I wonder if our president's going to say anything tomorrow about Juneteenth.
I'm sure he will. If not,
I just hope nothing negative,
Yeah,
Well, guys, I'm sorry. What can we do? Like I told you, we've lost respect even from our president. So what can we have to respect? Anyway,
talking about festivals, if I can add, I found out a little bit of just you could have more detail about what people do to celebrate. Early traditions included church gatherings, rodeos, and speakers. I didn't know about this. It depends where they live that they might have that available. And then with food, traditionally people ate red foods, red velvet cake, watermelon, strawberry soda to symbolize the resilience and joy. Oh, I get it.
Oh, that's good.
That's what they ate red color foods, and then basically that's just to signify and stuff. So
so today we're gonna see a lot of red food around here.
No, tomorrow because it's tomorrow. So where are the places you have?
Well, I have here Oviedo Juneteenth celebration. Johnson.
This is in Florida, people, but just looking at area.
It's local Orlando area events. It says here, I don't know if it's an event. Oviedo's Juneteenth celebration. Johnson Hill, Washington Heights Community Outreach is hosting an event with food, educational resources, and pool activities. This is at 1600 Lockwood Boulevard in Oviedo. Let's go over there. Eat some food.
It might not be free. The only people that mention food doesn't mean it's going to be free.
Yeah. It doesn't say. History Alive, famous Floridians. The Orange County Floridian History Center is hosting a free full-day celebration featuring film screenings, family activities, and guided museum tours. I just hope has to do nothing with slaves.
It has to. Why not?
Okay.
Hello?
Juneteenth, I went to this place and I didn't like what I saw.
Nobody likes seeing all that stuff, but
anyway,
it's part of history.
Juneteenth night market hosted by Chicken Fire and Smoke and Donuts Barbecue. This night market features local black-owned business artists and musicians. Juneteenth weekend in Edenville. Where's Edenville?
Edenville.
That sounds like.
I know where it's at, but I don't know how to get there.
It says the town that freedom built
is a majority African American community.
Okay. Is hosting a weekend of events including community art, youth activities, a musical dinner showcase at the Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church. And Dr. Phillips Center in Lenox Avenue is coming to Judson's Live at the Dr. Phillips Center for Performing Arts, a show set in the Harlem Renaissance and based on poetry of Langston Hughes.
So again, people, this is here in Florida, but in your area, your state, your city, you can always find out. You could Google your area and see if you're interested in participating.
I think I saw that what do you call it?
What?
Oh no, there's something here. $55 to $74. Know Your Place documentary. New York City is gonna
look it up.
New York City is gonna have a parade, a Juneteenth parade.
They really?
Yep. It says New York City Juneteenth parade.
Okay. So people, this is basically
a little bit history.
Yeah, what we got for now about Juneteenth. We hope that you have a safe and enjoyable Juneteenth. Remember, just like any holiday we celebrate, remember the real purpose of it.
Yes.
You know, the root purpose of it is like, let's say, for example, Christmas is not about gifts and stuff like that. The purpose of Christmas, for example, is the birth of Jesus. So in Juneteenth, you're going to celebrate the root purpose, which is freedom, but not forgetting the slaves that died for that freedom that you have.
Exactly
now.
the same way that we celebrate at the Memorial Day, that we remember those people that died for us while battling to free our nation. The same way we need to do on Juneteenth.
Right.
Celebrate. Thank those that.
Pray for the souls.
Pray for the souls of those that died in, what do you call them?
What?
In slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah, slavery. During slavery. And there's probably, imagine, I hope today we don't find any of those around here. We don't know. Slaves.
There's a lot of slavery still around, believe it or not, and it's called, I forget, I can't think of the word now.
Something market?
Black market, yeah. But in other countries, they have slavery. They take, like in India, is one place that I've heard that if the person cannot afford their family, they actually sell their child so they can be a servant in somebody else's home and stuff like that. And for, unfortunately, other reasons. Sex slaves also. Sex slaves, that's, yeah. And that's what the word I'm looking for. Here, they abduct a lot of young women and boys, also men, young men, for sex slavery. People think it's only girls. No, it's guys also.
Yep.
You know, you hear more about girls for whatever reason, and it's sad because we were not brought to this earth by God for that.
No.
We weren't. So God willing, that will stop so soon. But anyway, people, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yes, celebrate Juneteenth. Celebrate Father's Day. Also, hope that your father, that father figure is still alive. And if it's not, just raise a prayer for him. And if he was one of those dads that didn't give a hoot about you, pray for him that his soul be with God also. And just enjoy Father's Day the same way. Give him lots of gifts. No socks, no underwears, no t-shirts. Take him out to eat, give him something nice. And just be ready for the summer.
Okay, so thank you. Don't forget to see us on
Spotify. Oh, here it is. I was looking for my bell. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, TikTok, Threads.
And don't forget to ring that bell so you can subscribe and share, comment, and like.
So here's my bell, because I want to know when I come on.
Not that she has a bell, she doesn't go, before she'd go ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Now she's just like once. Okay, ya, se acabó.
Nos vemos. Adiós.
Take care. God bless.
Love ya.